I'm Sean Myers, and I'm here at the Concorso di Eleganza Villa d'Este, hosted by BMW Classic. And I'm here with Tom Polzinski, who's head of BMW Classic for USA. And tell us about this special event, Tom.
Well, you've experienced it now, and it really is something very special. There are concours events around the world, and this is one of the very top ones that you could ever hope to go and visit, or if you're really lucky, show a car at. You mentioned that BMW Group Classic is a partner with this concours, and we basically do the logistics behind it. So it is a concours in beautiful Italy here in the northern part of Italy, and Lake Como behind us. BMW Group Classic was asked by the hotel many years ago to help them bring back a concours, and this is a long-standing concours, and we've been doing this now for roughly 30 years with the Grand Hotel Villa d'Este. It is a very small concours. It is 54 cars. If you saw the show field earlier today, there are very few BMWs. This is not BMW show. This is a proper concours. The selection committee is experts from around the world. There's one person from BMW on that committee, and in this particular instance this year, there are, let's say, 2.5 BMWs in the concours out of the 54 cars. In the spirit of the Concorso di Eleganza Villa d'Este, you have cars that are one-offs or very special limited run cars. We allow a few concept cars to be here, including one from us. So every year BMW or Mini or Rolls-Royce has had something very special that we show here that may be a concours car, let's say 50 years from now, right?
And it can be a production model. It could also be a prototype of something, or a vision, maybe.
Sometimes. Last year was the Skytop, which turned into a very limited production vehicle, 50 or so units produced. This year we showed Speedtop, which is a car that is likely to make it into a very small production as well. There are also concept cars from other brands here.
What's going on behind us? It looks like they're parading the cars through.
So the awards will happen today. Most of the awards, actually, except for the Best in Show. And they're presented on a parade past the front of the hotel. And every car will go up and will be spoken about, and you hear it in the background. Here we have a class that's getting ready to go up, and this will go on all day today. Now these cars tomorrow will move to another villa just down the lake and be presented more to a public setting, where more fans will be able to see these special cars.
Yeah, and do you know what separates the classes here?
The classes? The classes change every year. There's always a theme, but it always ranges from pre-war, the real classics, the Duesenbergs and Rolls-Royces, all the way to modern supercars. So we try to have quite a range, but again, it's 54 very special cars.
And I think last year, one of the McLaren F1 road cars won an award here that was pretty special, where a newer car or newer age car, we'll say, because that's still, I mean, how many years ago? That 30 years old.
29, right? Well, it was 28 last year, yes, exactly.
And that was a sort of a special thing. So we're starting to see, I think, younger generation like me, even younger, into those special cars. And I think that's showing up now here at Pebble Beach, at other concourses around the world. And there was actually another McLaren F1 here today that we saw. Was a GT, though, a race car.
Yes, this was a GT race car from '96. Very special car, and lots of history. Definitely.
Yeah, and a lot of those early cars. I think there was a Maserati MC12 Corsa here as well, a Ferrari F50, Ferrari F40, and it just shows all race cars in that, and they were all parked together, and it just shows kind of everything's available, everything's here, and it's just a great event.
And those are cars that people will know. I'm sure there were a couple of cars here that you'd never seen or heard of before.
Never.
Same for me.
There was a BMW I had never seen or heard of here.
Exactly. So, and so that's part of the charm of Villa d'Este, is finding these cars that are really unique and haven't been shown before.
And they're driven by normally the owners or the caretakers of those cars. I believe that blue BMW was here, and there was a car here from the Ralph Lauren collection, as you pointed out. And his son actually came and presented the car and was here driving it. So that's super special.
That's very special, exactly. Because this is such a beautiful setting, beautiful hotel. It's able to attract the best. And so there are some Pebble Beach class winners here. There are some cars that are here first, and then we'll go to Pebble Beach. So there's really best of the best, yeah. So earlier today we took a ride over to Villa Erba, which is another part of this whole weekend celebration. But there are different things on different days, so it's a bit complicated, but we have a nice transport between the two locations where people can experience a boat transfer.
And then, like you said, I mean, the Villa d'Este event is much more exclusive, but
Correct.
the Villa d'Erba is less exclusive, but more for the community.
Exactly. So at Villa Erba today, we had a huge gathering of E36 M3 GTs. It's the anniversary of that car, so there we go. I'd never seen, I think we're 11,
16, I think.
16 together.
Yeah,
I mean, it's unbelievable, right? There are only 200 of these ever built. The 1Ms, 1M coupes that were there.
There were 9 of them there.
9 of them, including one that was one of one special color, And then there's 50 years of 3 Series, both a corporate display as well as a community display. And I think that's one.
And that's also like a communication thing this year, because we were at Amelia Island as well, and we had that same 50 years of 3 Series display, but that was what was representative kind of in the southeast of the U.S.
Right.
And now we're representing Europe here, or BMW is.
And so the cars were different. Right? They were quite a bit different. All interesting, but things that we maybe don't see every day. And it's wonderful. And then there's also an auction going on over there. Now tomorrow night, tonight. Saturday night is an auction of only BMW cars.
And there's some cool cars. I saw an M3 92 GTS. I saw a 635 CSI, I believe. What else
and
is
a
over
couple
there?
of E30 M3 Evos.
Oh, right. Staccato, I believe there is too.
And the Zagao, So fun stuff for you to buy over there. That's your thing. The Concours has elements for everyone. This is quite exclusive. We're limited by space here, so there's only so many tickets you can sell for this. And then if you're a local fan, or if you're somewhere in Europe and you want to drive here and see a good show today at Villa Erba was wonderful from the community standpoint. And then tomorrow these cars will go over there, and so they're accessible to everyone for roughly €100.
So it's perfect.
It really is a special event. The location can't be beat. If you've been to Pebble Beach, if you've been to Amelia Island, you've seen what can be done for a Concours. This one is much smaller, but what you lose in size, you gain in quality. It's just like the food we've been having for the last few days.
Right? But you can also we can also spend a lot more time seeing the car, reading about the car, educating yourself. At Pebble Beach, there's so much going on that we tend to lose it.
You have to
but
keep
here, it's like, okay, let's learn about the car. We have the time, so it's much better.
Exactly.
It's a cool thing. Thank you, Tom, for taking the time. I know you've been looking at all the special stuff here. This is my first time here, and I know you've been coming for a really long time. Does it ever get old?
No, absolutely it doesn't. You know, again, you saw cars you've never seen before. I saw cars I've never seen before. Villa d'Este, super special. I treat every year like it's the last time we'll be able to come, but I'm so lucky to have been coming for so many years. Thanks
everybody for your time, and we'll see you in the next video.